Why is it that all the good coworkers end up getting taken advantage
I'm
of?
going to age myself with this comment, but if you've never seen the movie Cool Hand Luke, there's this really interesting moment where Luke, played by Paul Newman, sort of socially engineers everybody to work really, really hard while everybody on the prison work gang is tarring and sanding this old, long, long, long country strip of road. And as they're working harder and harder and harder, they finally finish. And the character, played by George Kennedy, I believe, looks at Luke and goes, well, what do we do now? There's daylight left. What do we do now? And Luke just replies, nothing. And I think about that scene often. I'm not kidding when I say I think about that scene about once a week, because it's, such a 180 from what labor is actually like. Here you have these guys on a prison gang that are allowed to finish their job and then go back. But when you go to your 9 to 5, any type of efficiency that you give will only ultimately serve in having those gaps filled by someone else's, someone inefficient, someone from another department, a new micro task that ultimately isn't even important, but they just want to hand you busy work. There is no reward for efficiency. There is no reward for doing a good job. And as an autistic person who, when I'm told give 100%, actually gives 100%, I need those moments of downtime. I need it in ways that you cannot wrap your head around if you don't know what this is like. I need to be able to go at 100, finish things, and then take 10, 15 minutes. And then I can go at 100 for, however long. But the way that those moments of downtime are seen as, your own moral failing, your unwillingness to be a team player, your unwillingness to be a good employee. And on some level, I can wrap my head around the understanding that I am paying you for X amount of time, but it's you are paying me for X amount of time across this subset of duties that I was hired to do. And the way leadership at large, especially in a corporate environment, will seek to pad that in any way they can to make sure that you never get a moment to breathe. It's ultimately how they have 4 people doing the job of 6, because you'll have 2 people doing a mediocre job. And not only do the efficient people have to pick up their slack, they're picking up the slack of the 2 people that they fired 6 months ago and still haven't Do not be efficient. Look at what the middleist person at your job is doing and do what they're doing. Do not give any more than that. Downregulate your workload, downregulate your work pace, because never, ever, ever, almost across the board, is there any reward for being good at your job other than more stress and the request or the demand to give more free labor.